Starkiller is currently leading 300 stormtroopers through Alderaan. They're a convoy moving to a military base, and if they don't get stopped soon, they're going to reinforce the planet. Jedi Resistance leader Jeff has arrived with some rebel troopers. They hold a small outpost, but where their real numbers lie are in the woods. 100 rebel troopers lay in ambush, waiting for the enemy to pass by, so they can start blasting them, taking them off guard, and eliminating them from the rat race. Yo, what's up guys? Daily here, and today we're back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. Here are all of the stormtroopers coming through, and then all throughout these woods are different rebel soldiers waiting and hiding in ambush to hit these stormtroopers. It's going to be pretty incredible. They've also got some turrets out here as well that they've moved into different positions to fight these stormtroopers. It'll be epic. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. Either way, let's get right on into it. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go in slow-mo for the start here. I used some wackier tanks for the Imperials today. We've got these AT-DTs, which are really cool, as well as a tank destroyer back here, which gets hit by a very, very well-placed rocket and pops the crew out of there really quickly. That's not good for the Imperials. They've also got one of these TX-130Ts up here with the blaster cannon firing. It is looking pretty chaotic at the moment, but the Imperials do have quite an arsenal. Right now they're taking some serious losses, but they've discovered most of the resistors here pretty quickly and have started to just absolutely hammer home a lot of fire on these guys. I mean, hundreds of these rebels are now dead. Starkiller is over this way, and he seems to be tangoing with a few of these dudes right now, trying to kill him with his lightsabers, his dual wields. Of course, Jedi and Sith in this mod are extraordinarily glitchy, so it's a little painful to watch over here. Let's go to the other side. Oh, one of the AT-DTs exploding right there. And it looks like the TX also exploded in the background over this way. Those are two fairly major losses. We got another AT-DT over this way, and it looks like this one had its crew member shot out. It is a very open canopy right there for them to get shot out of, so not really a huge surprise. A little bit of a firing squad of stormtroopers here who have taken up a little bit of a defensive stance against some of these flanking rebel troopers. They sort of let the Imperials pass by them before they opened up in fire and in ambush, which is a really great strategy. It's a very nice. You love to see. Look at all these dead stormtroopers on the battlefield now, dude. It is becoming a costly battle already for the stormtroopers. And look at the front lines here. They are nearly completely wiped out. My goodness. Whoo! A real toughie. A real toughie, but they still got all these guys in the back lines. This thing, engine damage now. It's still taking shots, though, at some of these rebels behind some of these bigger rocks over this way. So that'll help them out at least a little bit. Is not too bad, you know, Gov. Alright, let's go and bump it up a speed here. Checking the minimap right now. Blue are stormtroopers left alive. Red are rebels left alive. And Starkiller is still out here vibing. He's got 2 kills. That's not too bad. But again, Jedi units extremely glitchy. There's still about 4 or 5 different rebel troopers in here according to the minimap. So we'll see if they end up doing anything going forward. This turret, by the way, is still alive here. It is in a rather good position, and it's able to sort of fire out through the trees here at the various stormtroopers and rack up some kills for itself. It's not the best turret in the mod. It's actually pretty weak, but it's decent anti-infantry. It's like a 3 to 4 shot kill, but it's got sort of good rapid fire, so it's not too bad. And if you get headshots, it cuts that time in half. Either way, up this way towards the right, tons more rebel troopers left alive and another one of those turrets. And of course, the main base over this way seems to be having no trouble at all getting good output fire over here. Is Jedi Jeff still alive? There's Jedi Jeff right there. Very nice. Jeff, my name is Jeff. Get in there, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and bump it up to normal speed here. As we can see, Starkiller seems to be trying to get away, at least somewhat. He's just been under such fire. Oh, rockets hitting the turret out there. Did you take it out? No, it's still alive. Dude, just hit another rocket into it. You have another rocket. Fire another rocket, please. Oh, he's just sitting there like a buffoon. Wow. This ambush really did catch these stormtroopers out, despite the fact that they did outnumber the rebels 3-1. They just got completely destroyed here, man, and it's no big surprise as, after all, it is an ambush battle. Let's just say that. All right, why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the ending here, and then we're gonna go ahead and have part 2 to this battle right off the rip. All right, the rebels, after their initial ambush, absolutely triumphant. Let's reorganize this, though, and have a second wave of stormtroopers come through to try and crush them. The Imperials have returned to try and revenge Starkiller, who is down and out currently, taken prisoner. So they've returned with 2 ADTs, 2 TX-130s, and 2 ATSTs, as well as a lot of infantry. Of course, the rebels have reorganized their defenses. Instead of ambush positions, now they're just kind of taking hardline defenses on these rocks, and they've also brought in some more reinforcements for the small base back here with Jedi Jeff. So they have revamped a little bit, but overall it's still going to be a tougher fight than the last one because the Imperials are bringing a lot more this time. So let's go ahead and press start and see who ends up getting the W. So there are some troopers still very, very forward here, but there's no one in like those ambush style areas or anything like that. The Imperials just rocking them with a ton of shells right there. That was pretty brutal. This turret, by the way, is still alive over here and still cracking on. Getting some shots into some of these Imperials as they try and push forward into the woods here. Lots of outgoing fire. I love the green lasers on the TX-130s. That is so baller looking. I don't know why. It just is pretty sick. There's something about a green laser when it shows up in Star Wars. It's just so dope. It's such a random thing to find cool, but I do. This ATDT over this way has lost its crew member. It's just too easy for them to get shot out of the top of them. It really is. I mean, they've got tough armor, except for the fact that there's a dude on top just hanging out there. Just hanging out and easily shot. The rebels still firing at it despite it being unmanned. Maybe they just don't want someone remanning it or something like that. I don't know. Something along those lines. More troopers over this way, tangoing with a few of these Imperials who are sort of coming through the middle now. Oh, very nice rocket shot right there. Takes out a bunch of those imps. Ah, very nice. Love to see. Wow, the entire forest here getting rolled. Think about the environment. Well, actually, I guess in a few years, Alderaan will be nothing but some cookie crumbles. Yeah, I forget about that quite often. That they literally blew up an entire planet. They killed potentially billions of souls. I don't know the exact number of people who were on Alderaan. It was a very woodsy planet, but they did have some cities, you know? They potentially killed billions of people. Wow, the Empire really was evil. Sometimes I'm like, the Empire wasn't that bad. And then I'm like, oh wait, they blew up Alderaan. Oh, friendly fire. I mean, that guy was dead already, but still kind of brutal. My goodness, ATST is coming through now. Oh, they took out this turret big time. Oh, she's belly flopped. She's down for the count on the floor. Yeah, that thing's not returning, I don't think. Tons of spam fire going into these rocks, man. Ooh, none of those rebels are left alive. And it seems like most of the free roaming rebels over here. Now they can retreat, right? They're not on. Wait, let me see. Yes, they can retreat. They're not on no retreat mode. So maybe they will return back to base after a while. But for now, they seem to be reinforcing the side of this little mountain here. Maybe gearing up for like a little side ambush yet again. I mean, it worked the first time. ATST does go down out there. That's good to see. Let's bump it up a speed. As long as the vehicles go down eventually in a semi-timely manner, I do feel like the rebels stand a decent chance here. If the vehicles, the remaining vehicles, stay up and stay alive, we could be in big trouble because I mean, this thing's dead. This ATST, this TX, this TX, this ATDT, all still alive. All threats. All can just exterminate rebels left and right very easily. If they go down, due to rockets, due to turrets, whatever, as long as they go down, we're fine. The infantry we can handle. But if these stay alive for too long, it's Jover. Oh, another brutal direct hit right there. Wow. The rocket warfare has been pretty impressive. This TX-130T over this way is currently on fire, so yeah, there she goes. She's gone. She's out of there. Well done, rebels. Many, many more of them are dying on this rock now as more incoming fire comes through. There goes the other TX-130. Yes. All right, double kills right there. Beautifully done, boys. Now I feel like we stand a little bit more of a chance. That's good to see. Of course, there are still a lot of Imperials coming forward, so got to be very, very careful. Going into normal speed now. Let's see how this ends up going. All right, they are pushing forward quite aggressively. They want to make things happen. They want to make their moves, and they want to do it quickly. Just take these guys out before they continue to resist quite nicely, because we saw what they could do if they are left alive for a little too long. Rebels are scrappy. They can get kills. All right, let's check out the losses thus far. Yellow are dead Imperials. Red are dead Rebels. It's a little hard to see with all the icons still. But as you can see, lots of dead Imperials, and I think even more because lots of them have exploded and a lot of their bodies have been trampled by vehicles and things like that, which does remove them from the battlefield, which it kind of sucks because then we can't quite see the effects of the battle as a whole, but oh well, it is what it is. I am loving this forest battle though. It is so pleasant to look at. It's such a pleasing battle atmosphere, I guess you could say. I don't know. Oh man, it does remind me of the old Republic trailer, you know, when they're in Alderaan and they're just fighting Sith and robots, and oh, it's so good. I gotta go back and rewatch that. By the way, guys, did you hear that the Knights of the Old Republic remake, the trailer has been taken off of the internet? That's crazy. So we might not be getting the Knights of the Old Republic remake. Now, they did come out and say that they took it down from YouTube due to losing the rights to the music, but why would they lose the rights to Star Wars music but still have the rights to Star Wars games and properties and imagery and stuff like that? That doesn't really make much sense to me. On top of that, they only took the trailer down off of YouTube. They did not take it out of the Sony showcase, the full video. They didn't even mute it or anything like that, which makes me think that maybe the publishing rights might be going to a different studio. That's what I'm hoping, because the alternative is that maybe this game is no longer in development. But the problem is a bunch of news articles reached out to ask if the game was still in development, and no one would say yes. They refused to comment. That's suspicious. That has me not super optimistic about the KOTOR remake coming out. I'm just saying, it's a little bit spooky. It could be an early Halloween scare, I guess you could say. But I'm really hoping this game still comes out. The world needs it, man. The world needs it. Either way, the rebels are doing a nice job defending here. They're getting a lot more kills in these woods. But the problem is that there's all these guys coming around the flank over this way. Wait, are there rebels all the way back here? What the heck? Well, there's a ton of rebels over here. A ton of free-roaming rebels went into this area. It must be a separate part of their little base or something along those lines. But the Imperials are giving chase. They are relentless. Oh! Brutal shot. That killed a ton of dudes. Oh, a couple of them got back up. Lucky them. But they're probably pretty injured from that, I would say. Look at this. These guys coming up on top of the mountain. They have the high ground. That's no good. You gotta take the high ground back, boys. No bueno. No bueno at all. Oh, jeez. It is just not going the rebels' way, I will say. All right, here comes the Jedi Master heading up there. Well, we don't know if he's a master. He's probably just a knight. You know, are there truly Jedi Masters in this era? They're all in hiding. They're all just kind of Jedi. Oh, he's dead. Wow. He went down pretty quickly to that grenade. That's not great. All right, if you look at the main map at the top left, Red dots are Sith currently, or not Sith, Imperials that are currently alive, and blue are the rebels currently alive. And I actually like the rebels' odds here. I mean, they've still got solid numbers in the forest here, despite them sort of being on the back track, the back foot, not quite doing as well in this battle as the other ones. They're still solid, you know, they're still in this thing, they're fighting, they're working on it, they're defending too, which is a huge advantage, although right now they're pushing out, which I can't quite advise. I don't know if that is the best idea, but they're doing it. So, I mean, as of right now, it seems like the rebels are actually still doing okay. It was a little bit dire at some points there, but for now, they are doing all right. Let's check over here. These Imperials, though, are pressuring these rebels pretty good. I think these rebels over here might die. They're very far back retreated. They are very far back, so that is not very good. Okay, why don't we time-lapse right here this little forest exchange. Alright, that was only about 2 or 3 minutes right there, and the rebels have now pushed forward through the forest quite a bit. Stormtroopers sadly waiting at the top here, and they spring their trap and take out a number of those rebels. This turret back here still putting in work though. I don't know if it's really getting all that many kills, but it's trying. It's fighting. If you look at the main map, blue are the Imperials left alive, red are the rebels left alive. So there are quite a number of Imperials left alive, but at the moment, the rebels do outnumber them. This thing, by the way, got 23 kills before it died. That's kind of crazy. How much do these turrets have, though? Let's see. This one's got 60! Hot dang! Oh, this one did die. This thing's got 13 kills. That's pretty good. This one's dead, so I can't check it. This one's also dead, so I can't check it. RIP. Yeah, so I think this is going to end up being a rebel victory. They've played it decently smart, sort of doing a mixture of offense and defense at the same time. They're not going crazy. They're not like just yeeting folks in there to have them die, but they're playing it steady. You know, they're making sure that they get their kills where they need to. And they're not losing too many troopers in the process. I mean, this is a good example right here. The Imperials are attacking them, they start on the defense, and then they slowly brought up soldiers to take out more of those Imperials. I mean, it's just a smart move right there. That really worked out for those rebels. Honestly, if I were them, I'd toss a couple people right here, just grenade across the side of the mountain, and boom, get a bunch of kills. But they still got that turret just supporting fire constantly. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But then over this way, oh, these guys actually just pushed forward while we were talking and took out these guys. It looks like they used some grenades. So now they're kind of getting a pincer movement with these troopers going this way, these troopers going this way, and the Imperials just kind of stuck in the middle of all that, just having to take it. This is brutal. Yeah, look at these guys all the way out here. He's got an old Clone Wars weapon, the DC-15C, and he is no more. Okay, the daily curse continues. Look at a trooper, that trooper dies. That's tragic. Very, very tragic. Alright, there's very few imps left alive. Let's go and fast forward here and just let them die out because they're slowly getting squashed, and that turret is seriously helping out the rebels in killing them. These guys are completely surrounded now. They're in sort of last stand mode. It just seems like Jeff's little rebel troop here ended up being what the boys needed to get the work done that they had to. They're doing it. I mean, of course, many died, and each Imperial soldier is worth significantly less than each rebel trooper. So, you know, you kind of need to keep your rebels alive more so than your Imperials. But, I mean, a win is a win. A win is a win. And you have to remember, the rebels also killed a few hundred Imperials at the very start of this thing, too, during the ambush. So, you know, even if they lost all their force now, it would still probably be pretty darn tootin' close to a win. They're just slowly creeping out and killing these Imperials who are still just stuck here, bit by bit. A little grenading going on, nothing too crazy. Yeah, why don't we time-lapse the end here? It's just sort of winding down. Alright, boys, 3 minutes later, and the Imperials have just about exhausted everything. I mean, they went down with a fight, though, but they've only got 3 soldiers left. One... someone back here. Oh, 2. And, 3. Let's just retreat them. Get out of there, boys. Go, go, go. Move it. This guy had some kills. 4 kills. That's pretty good. This guy had none. This guy had 1. All right. 5 kills between the 3 of them. Pretty baller battle, if I do say so myself. Was pretty intense. Lots happening. Very epic. Either way, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.